While we've been dealing with some unusually cold weather for this time of year, areas to the south of us have been pounded by snow. This is video taken in Cottage Grove last week. Families were left without power there for days. And tonight, some nearby towns still have not had their power restored. That includes the small town of Elkton, southwest of Eugene. They've been without power for a week. And that's where Fox 12's John Hendricks joins us live tonight. John?
Well, Pete, the sound of generators really filled the air here in Elkton. For these folks, they might not get power for another 3 weeks as these power crews work to basically rebuild that power grid. Just outside the town of Elkton in the Coast Range.
We were stranded.
They've got a mess to clean up, from downed trees and busted buildings and power lines strewn about.
This was sort of like the first thing we noticed that had actually sort of collapsed.
It's hard to find someone here who doesn't have a story to tell. For Deborah KOEHLER,
I have a friend who lives in this camper, and
she has a few from the last week.
And she had just backed out. She was going to fight her way up the road to go check on her. She takes care of elderly people in town. And she was going to fight her way up Shad Road to go take care of these folks. She backed her truck out.
Wow.
Whole thing comes down.
Across their property, it is downed trees, busted buildings, and they've been without power for a week now. The lights may not come back on for another 3 weeks. This is what's left of an historic storm that crippled the area.
Everybody was stranded, and even if we got out of the, even if you got out of the driveway, where are you going on Shad Road? And even if you got up our road, where are you going on the highway? And even if you got on the highway, where do you think you're going? Nothing's open.
Things are not much better in Elkton. A generator powers the gas station. The school here, which was closed for a week, finally back open, it too running on a generator. The power company, Douglas County Electric Co-op, says they have seen nothing like this. A week after the storm, half of their nearly 10,000 customers are still in the dark. They brought in crews from as far away as eastern Oregon. They're working around the clock. They say it could take millions of dollars to basically rebuild much of the power grid here to bring those lights back on.
They're heroes.
For KOEHLER,
they are working night and day. They are doing absolutely what they can.
They can't thank the power crews enough. They know it's going to be a tough go, but they also know that the community here has been pulling together, there for each other, to get this town back on its feet.
The worst is over, and the excitement is over, and now I think it's just going to be a slog. I just think it's going to be a slog.
Now, again, the folks who live here really thankful for those power crews who are out working. The power company was planning to fly over the area today to reassess just how badly damaged those lines are. We were working to get an update from them. They said they would have something later this evening. Also, a Red Cross shelter has been set up here in Elkton at the high school for anybody who needs it. Reporting live tonight, John Hendricks, Fox 12 Oregon.